So, hey everybody, how you going?
Hello.
Today we're doing Hebrews 13. Right, so let's get cracking. Let brotherly love continue. Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Hospitality. Just talking about that, weren't we?
We were.
Hospitality.
Yeah. Remember those who are in prison, as though in prison with them, and those who are mistreated, since you are also in the body. Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for Alahim will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous. Keep your life free from love of money, and be content with what you have. For he has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So we can confidently say, the Master is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? So I read through this a few times, and Yahusha said to me, this is what he actually said to me. We must continue to love each other as Yahusha loved us. You know, and we have to treat everyone the way we treat Yahusha.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes,
It's really good.
Yes.
To show hospitality to everyone, as you never know if they are Yahusha's angels that we are entertaining.
Very true.
It could be some stranger that just walks in white with what?
Yeah.
They were strangers, he didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
Come inside.
That's it, yes.
You know? We've got to show that same hospitality
Yes.
and respect to people.
Absolutely.
Yeah? We have to show empathy towards people who are in prison and those who are being mistreated.
Yes.
Because if we look at what Yahusha went through when he was here, he suffered for everybody.
He did.
Yeah.
And he wants us to go through exactly the same thing because we are part of his body.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really good.
Marriage is to be honoured and the marriage bed undefiled by sexual immorality and adultery. These last two will lead to judgment from Alahim.
Yes.
There is no two ways about that. It will lead to judgment.
Yes, that's it.
And that's what he's telling us. Do these things and I will judge you.
Yes.
So,
Good.
Yeah, absolutely right.
people of the world love money, so we are not of this world. So we should just be happy with what we have. We're to keep clear of the ways of the world.
Content.
Yeah. Be satisfied.
You certainly do have the feeling when you stop stressing about money, you feel a lightness. You know, you don't,
Absolutely.
because otherwise you're, you know, held down by it, aren't you?
Worrying
Yeah.
about tomorrow
That's it, yeah.
instead of rejoicing about today.
Living
Yeah.
for now, yes. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
So he says we should be satisfied with what we have rather than looking to the world and what everybody else has.
That's it, yeah.
Because we're not of the world.
No.
That's it.
So,
It doesn't satisfy them anyway.
no.
No, that's it.
No, they're constantly reaching or trying to get their next high, their next this, their next that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one was, therefore, as a result of all these things that he's told me, therefore we can be confident in the Master being our helper, having no fear for what can man do to us.
That's it.
Man can't do
No.
anything that he hasn't already done.
No.
So we can be confident in Yahusha.
Yeah.
Mm.
Incredible.
It is.
Remember your leaders, those who spoke to you the word of Alahim. Consider the outcome of their way of life and imitate. Yeah, I knew how to say it, I just had a mental blank. And imitate their faith. Yahusha Messiah is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Do not be led away by diverse and strange teachings, for it is good for the heart to be strengthened by favour, not by foods, which have not benefited those devoted to them. We have an altar from which those who serve the tent have no right to eat. For the body of those animals whose blood is brought into holy places by the high priest as a sacrifice for sin are burnt outside the camp. So Yahusha also suffered outside the gate in order to sanctify the people through his own blood. Therefore, let us go to him outside the camp and bear the reproach he endured. For we have no lasting city, but we seek the city
Here we have no lasting city.
For here we have no lasting city, but we seek the city that is to come. Through him, then, let us continually offer up a sacrifice of praise to Alahim. That is the fruit of lips that acknowledge his name. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to Alahim. So that first one where it says, remember your leaders. I was thinking on that and thinking, and Yahusha said to me, remember our leader, Yahusha.
Oh, yes, that's the most important one. Yeah.
That's what he said to me. That's me.
Yeah.
So it's we have to remember Yahusha.
Yes.
He's our leader, who revealed hidden messages within his words. And we have to consider the outcome of his ways and imitate his belief.
Yes.
He showed us his belief while here on earth, and this is what we must strive for. He is always the same, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, as it says. He does not change. He will be the same forever. Loving, kind, but also have the wrath that he needs to, and show us, when he's not happy with us.
Yes. Which he does.
Yeah, absolutely. Where it says, do not let diverse teachings, do not be led away, by diverse and strange teachings. Well, we see that all day, every day within the world.
Yes.
That's what he's talking about. Don't be fooled by these people. They want to take you back to the old ways.
Yeah.
And the old ways are dead works.
Yes.
They've already been fulfilled in Yahusha. So everything that we need to do needs to be that of Yahusha's will.
Yes.
The way he suffered, he suffered on the mountain outside of the camp. He wasn't actually killed in Jerusalem itself. It was outside of it.
That's it, yeah.
So he's saying to us that we have to suffer the way he did as well.
Yes.
Go through that pain so that way we can be more empathetic, more sympathetic, more kind, gentle, loving
Yes.
to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we have to endure that pain and those trials that he puts us through all the time.
To prove that we're strong enough.
Exactly.
Mm.
Well, not only to prove that we're strong enough, but also to prove that we love him.
Yes.
Because that's what he wants. He wants a family that loves him.
Yes.
So, let him then continue. Through him, let us continually offer up sacrifices of praise to Alahim. Well, in everything that we do, everything that we do should be praised.
Yeah.
He should be praised,
Mm.
no matter what it is.
That's it. Yeah.
Waking up in the mornings,
Yes.
you know, going to sleep at night,
Yeah.
having a roof over our head,
Yes.
having jobs,
That's
all
it.
that. We should praise him in everything,
Yes.
every last little detail.
Be grateful.
Yes.
Mm.
And then it says, do not neglect to do good and to share what you have. For such sacrifices are pleasing. No, so that's self-explanatory, really. Share what you've got.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't take it with you when you are gone,
No, that's it.
so share it.
Yeah.
If someone's in need, give them,
That's it. Yeah.
whether it be food or a blanket or clothing or whatever.
Yeah.
Give to them
Yes.
to help them, you know?
Mm.
That's what he would have done.
Like you said, it could be an angel.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Would be.
Could be testing you.
Yeah. Obey your leaders and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over your souls, over your being. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. You got a hiccup. As those who will have to give an account.
What does verse 7 say?
Verse 7,
Yeah.
remember your leaders.
Sounds like he's got leaders on the mind.
Yes.
Well, this is from Paul, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember your leaders, and now those who have spoken the word of Alahim to you, and now he's going where? Go on.
Obey your leaders
Mm.
and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over your souls, as those who will have to give an account. Let them do this with joy and not with groaning, for that would be of no advantage to you. So again, our leader is Yahusha. We have to submit to him.
Yes.
That's what I get from this. He's always watching over us.
Obey your leaders and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over you, as those who will have to give an account.
Plurals.
Who has to give an account to who?
We have to
We
give an
do.
account.
To Yahushua.
The leaders have to give an account to Yahusha for the people that they have been entrusted with.
Mm-hmm.
Leaders are not people who just get letters behind their names.
No.
Leaders are people who get raised up because of their skills, abilities. They've proven themselves, their
Yes.
gifts.
Yeah.
Who are our leaders?
The angels?
Who are our leaders in this group?
Christopher.
You, Christopher.
Christopher
Yeah.
and Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it says, obey your leaders and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over you as those who will have to give an account. Have you ever recognized the fact? And the next one, let them do this with joy and not with groaning.
Mm.
Are we people who might be, they groan when they see us? Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
I know I have been
They haven't learned.
for a long time.
No.
So I can testify to both behaviours, and we've had lots of children who have tried to lead as well, so we know the other side of the coin as well.
Yes.
Trying to lead and being leaders and being led. So keeping watch over you as they will have to give an account, let them do this with joy and with groaning. For that would be of no advantage to you, would it? If you're giving them a hard time.
No.
Do we take this seriously?
We do.
I mean, what happened to your life the minute you had a real decent, deep-hearted conversation with Christopher? What happened to your life?
Changed completely. Yeah.
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 Only because you applied it.
Yes, that's it.
You could have just went.
Yeah, that's it. And I could not have turned up.
Yeah.
As well. That would have been the easy route out. But no. It was,
so do you recognise there's someone amongst us who hears from Yahusha constantly?
oh, yes.
And not only keeps it to himself, but seeks to see us
Uplifted.
at the expense of himself, sitting back to lift us up, everybody around us.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. Welcome.
I'm reading ahead.
You're reading ahead.
Don't read
You don't
ahead.
read ahead. That's cheating. So,
But you're right, yes.
yeah. Of course, Yahusha is our leader. He's our shepherd. He's our king. He's our priest. He's everything. But this is in the physical.
Yeah.
Because
But
these
Yahusha
leaders...
puts people down on the earth to
Yeah.
speak to us like people, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
You know, amongst us. And Christopher is definitely one of those.
Because until you've tuned your ears in and got a relationship as such with Yahusha, you don't know what you're listening to,
No.
and you need someone to say, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
This is what the word says. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's someone who's willing to tell you what the word says
Direction. Yeah.
in practical everyday living.
Yes.
Not just hand you some scriptures and say, yeah, good luck.
Read that.
Yeah, it's a matter of, well, like in your situation, this is what you're going through.
Yeah.
You've got A, B, C, D, or E. The word says to do this.
Yeah.
In our situation, how many times have we been told what the word says? How many times have we ignored it? And the times we don't ignore it and do it, everything works.
Yeah.
We bring joy to our leaders.
Yes. That's it.
Or we can bring groaning. And if they have really good attitudes, they won't groan. But they're long suffering.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant though, is it?
No.
So
We shouldn't do that to us.
you shouldn't do that.
No.
It's wrong. So that's what Paul's saying. He's given, just like he's given husbands, wives, children, he's given the assembly leaders, shepherds to look after them.
Yes.
You know? So the way we treat our shepherd is, as you said in the beginning, the way we treat others is the way we're treating Yahusha.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
he's the master shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
So do we listen to the words Christopher says as though they're from Yahusha himself?
You
Or are
should.
we listening to other voices at the same time and then working out whether I think I'll take that on or whether I'll
Yeah.
do that next week or whether I'll... Do we take it serious? Is it actually Yahusha
That's
speaking?
it. Yeah.
I believe it is.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I've tried everything else and
Mm.
I've come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Everything he says is from Yahusha. I've tested him and I've watched his life and it's
Yeah.
from Yahusha.
Yeah.
So we should take a leaf
Yeah.
and because I want to attain what he's attained.
Same here,
The
yes.
streamline,
Yeah.
you know.
He is our route through,
Yeah.
you know, our helping hand
Mm.
through our difficult times.
Yeah.
And perhaps when we're not fully into it when we should be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. Very good.
Yeah, my bit.
Thanks, darling. It's good. All right. Pray for us, for we are sure that we have a clear conscience, desiring to act honourably in all things. I urge you the more earnestly to do this in order that I may be restored to you sooner. I've pondered on that one a bit, and it sounds like Yahusha is actually talking through Paul there,
Yeah.
because where he says that I may be restored to you sooner. It sounds like that's Yahusha talking through Paul to them, saying all this stuff to us. So we have to have a clear conscience acting honourably in everything that we do. So if we were, walking down the street and someone dropped $50, are you going to pick it up and say, hey, excuse me, and give it back to them, or are you going to just go, thank you very much, and put it in your pocket? That's not an honourable thing to do.
No, that's it.
Saying to them, excuse me, you've dropped your money, here you go.
It's not your money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
That's exactly it. So there's ways to be honourable in what you are doing, and there's ways to be dishonourable.
Yes.
So always look for the right way, basically, not the wrong,
No, that's it.
in everything that we have to do or throughout the day, basically. All right, next. Now may the Alahim of peace, who brought again from the dead our master Yahusha, the great shepherd of the sheep, by the blood of the eternal covenant, equip you with everything good, that you may do his will, working in us that which is pleasing in his sight, through Yahusha Messiah, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. So just basically do everything it's saying. Yahusha's equipping us with everything that is good.
Yes.
He's doing it.
Yes.
Can't do anything good but by him.
That's right.
No.
So he's equipping us with everything that is good, so that we can do his will.
We can do good.
If we aren't listening to him and obeying him, then how are we supposed to be doing good and his will? We can't.
Can't, no.
We can't. So that's where we need to go.
Yes.
We need to make sure that communication is there all the time.
Yes.
Hearing what he's saying and going, yep, okay, I'll do that. Yep, no problem.
Yes, that's it.
If you're in the middle of doing something else that you can't stop, obviously, you can say, okay, just give me a minute, let me finish this quickly. Once I finish this, do it.
Yes.
Yeah? He's not that unreasonable, you
No.
know. So you might be, on a job site, for example, or Mark's doing a colour or whatever. You can't just, I can't finish you, I've got to go do what Yahusha said.
Sorry.
Just gives you good thoughts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tells you what to do.
Yeah.
So he's reasonable in that regards,
Yeah.
but he won't stop until you do what he wants.
No. First one's reasonable, second one's a bit less reasonable, and then it's like, come on.
Yeah,
Wake up.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Wants a response.
Do it.
Yeah. So
Yes.
everything good is he's equipping us with, and we've got to work on everything that we need to. I appeal to you, brothers, bear with my words of exhortation, for I have written to you briefly. You should know that our brother Timothy has been released, with whom I shall see you if he comes soon. Greet all your leaders and all the saints, or all the angels. Those who come from Italy send you regards, or greetings, sorry. Favour be with all of you. So that was just him saying a nice goodbye. But he's appealing to his the people that he's speaking to. He's encouraging them to listen to the words that he's saying.
Yes.
Follow what Yahusha's saying to them. Follow what their leaders say to them, because they're actually hearing from Yahusha.
Yes.
So that's what we too need to do.
That's for sure.
Absolutely
Yes.
done. Very good. So
Anyone want to add?
Deep in thought, so.
That's all right. You want to add anything?
Yeah, the whole idea of it seems to be a theme about the leaders, and it's been on my mind a lot this week because we nearly lost our leader like 3 times on the operating table. So I've had to sort of think, well, this is pretty serious. You know, Victoria was pretty upset for a while there, and which of course led me to start thinking, okay, if this is really that serious, what's the next step? You know, what have I got to, you know, it's time to step up and, you know, be responsible for myself and my home and my quarry and my family. Christopher's always been my safety net, you know. I always knew I would have someone to talk to if I, you know, got myself worked up enough. So without that, it's time to get your shit together, mate. You know. So then when I went through that process, Yahusha said, "Well, do that."
Yeah.
And now he's coming back healthy, but you know, do that anyway. It's time to step up. You know, it's time to be responsible for your house, your wife, your children, your quarry, your friends. You know, you came in from our videos, and you know you're our friend, and you know, like it's time to be responsible for our lives and not rely
on someone else.
You know, he's got gifts, and he says things that don't even occur or that come to our minds. He's got a gift, and that's great. That's his gift, but it shouldn't have to be dealing with all the other stuff that we're all just too lazy to pull our finger at. And that's okay. Christopher will say that. He'll deal with that. And no more. Like we're supposed to be making their life easier, you know, because there's other things Yahushua wants to bring into an assembly, other things, other directions, other things that are more important to focus on instead of why you two were arguing yesterday. Like you're distracting from the direction the assembly can go in because there's not much time left, and the leaders have to wade through all this crap, kids and wives and all this stuff. You know, that deal with that in your own quarry.
That's it. Yeah.
When we get together, it should just be set apart, kiss, greet each other. You know, happy, joy. You know, loving. So it was a bit of a freak out, thinking, okay, he may not come back.
No,
you know, like, okay, this is really serious.
Yeah.
So then I thought, half of me thought, oh no, I know Yahusha. Yahusha knows what he's doing. But you've got to really look at the reality of it. He's getting pretty old. So that really shook me for a few days there. And so now that he's okay, Yahusha still said, well, everything you felt, keep it.
Keep with that.
Take responsibility for yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Yahusha's supposed to be our safety net.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have Yahusha as the one to go to offload, to talk to, you know. And so that was really upsetting, and it's right in the word as well.
Yeah.
The word comes through at the right time, you know, about the leaders.
That's it.
We should be making their job, particularly older people as well. We should be making their lives and helping wherever we can.
Easier,
You know?
That's for sure.
And, we do what we can. We've helped them a lot this week, but that's not to say we don't do more.
No,
it's more. I mean, more in behaviour. You know?
Yeah, like you said, just make it easier.
That's what I'm getting, because it
wade through
several things during the week, and now this word, like, Yahusha wants us to know this is really serious. This is not just some country club that we join, and if we don't like it, we'll join the one down the road. No, this is you've been called. I've called you. You didn't choose me. I chose you. Yahusha says. This is serious.
That's right.
You are to behave this way. You are to treat your husband, your wife, your friends, your leaders like this, as the word says.
That's right.
And it's our job to make it work. So it's really serious.
Yep.
Isn't it? Do you feel it's serious? Good.
We all need to be up at the same level as Christopher. You know.
Well, Yahusha brings all the trees up to the same level.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's still got 30 years on us, but you know, in the spirit in Yahusha, behaviourally, of course we can. We can overcome.
That's right.
So you're right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't have anything more to add.
You want to add anything, Robert? You get anything out of that?
No, anything else that you haven't said already?
Nothing that we haven't said already, right?
That's fair enough.
Happy with that?
Yes, I'm happy with that.
So that was pretty serious. Yeah. Good word.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody. Lovely to see you again. Hope to see you next week for a different chapter or something. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Where are you taking us?
Don't know.
Where are you taking us?
Oh, maybe it's on a journey.
Oh.
Yes.